Bonjour, bonjour, fragrance lover. My name is Clémence and I woke up 2 hours ago to show you a fragrance house that I just discovered, so stay with me. Okay, so before we start the video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as usual if you want to see my face more often. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see a bit more of what you see on YouTube. So I'm very glad I received a lot of sample from the brand I'm going to show you, which is called Carrément Belle. And I was thinking to try them like I've done for Le Jardin Retrouvé during a few weeks and stuff like this, but I didn't really get the time, so I've tried them before. But I thought, like, you know what, I want to give my first impression, and I already have a very positive image of this brand. There's things I like, things I don't really, you know, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you and tell you what I think at the end of this video and through the video coming. So I've tried the samples before, so they've been sending me this lovely little kit, and I have to say I adore this because I need organization in my life, and this is giving me like a lot of satisfaction. All the samples are here, nicely tidying up in the little box. And so I received in the box as well some other samples over here, a little card that is so cute to invite me to discover the fragrance, a little bracelet, really cute, and some stickers. But anyway, we're not here for that. First of all, the things you need to know: Carrément Belle was created in 1988 in Grasse, and the fragrance each bottle are fulfilled by hand. So it's really an engagement into quality and authenticity of fragrances, as I understood. So I invite you, if you want to know more about them, to go to their website and also to have a look at the Instagram. So I'm going to show you fragrance for masculine fragrances and feminine fragrances today, so let's have a look. So I love the organization of this. They give me a little book with all the description of all the fragrances I've tried. So I have my little touch over here, and if I need I will retry them again, but I think I have already my opinion. So if you love patchouli, you're gonna love that. So I don't know if you so when you blend the patchouli, you can't really smell it, but when you really smell a fragrance that is really focused on the patchouli, this is usually something very strong, mysterious, like very opulent. And there's not a lot of us that do love this fragrance. You need to really love that kind of not sweet, but something round and nearly like a réglisse, we call it in French. I'll put the translation, I don't know what it means in English. Fragrance is called Hippie Patchouli, like this, and this is the original one apparently, and I was like really impressed by this patchouli. So I had a very bad image of patchouli, okay, so I have a little story for that. It's like, basically, when I was working in Sephora for an internship, I shouldn't say that, I used to take, do you know Reminiscence? There's a scent called patchouli, and it's a very strong patchouli, like way too much, and it was my least favorite fragrance of the Sephora, and I used to take it and spray it on the security guard to annoy them. Anyway, so I used to hate it, and I was really scared when I've seen this focus on the patchouli. I was like, ooh la la la, wait. And I was actually very surprised because I think it's one of my favorite, but you will see that other one as well. So it's very woody, it smells a bit sweet, and it's a flowery patchouli, I would say. Very musky. it's very like a bohemian fragrance, you know. If you love that type of vibe, like very natural but still quite opulent, you know, you will love this. I can really smell some peach as well and some coconut, and I do love this scent. So because the patchouli is really there but nicely blending with a wave of different ingredients, it makes it so beautiful and very contrasty. So yeah, hippie patchouli, if you love patchouli, you're gonna love that. Yeah, it gave me that have you seen Into the Wild? That's what it makes me think of that. There was a second one that is basically a reinterpretation of the classic patchouli, and it's called Hippie Patchouli Clair. And this one, I don't spend so much time on each fragrance because there's many, as you can see. And if you want to know more about each fragrance, I will post regularly on Instagram about them. So, Hippie Patchouli Clair is I think my favorite out of all of them. So I love the patchouli, but I don't know if it's something I would wear often because it's a strong patchouli and sometimes you can be a bit overwhelmed by this, even if it's beautiful. I'm not sure, but this is you can think it's a more lighter version, but no, it smells more praline and there's a touch of like, it's nearly much more sunny, you know. I don't know if there's ylang ylang because it smells like this. No, okay, lovely. But there's cherry flower, that may be why it's very sunny. And this praline accord is beautiful, so you can really smell all this amber, this patchouli, a little bit of this is a gem. This is a masterpiece. I'm sorry to say, like, I don't use that word very often, but I do really think this one, this, you need really to give it a try. I think like you can order like a little bit of a sample of Discovery Set and Hippie Patchouli Clair. It's very unisex as well, you know. It's got that oriental vibe, like a bit hoodie, but it's not, you see what I mean. Then there's one that is called La Belle Rose, and La Belle Rose, I was really scared about this one because I don't really like rose focus, fragrance that focus on roses, and this one smells very precious. I mean, it smells musky. Of course it smells like rosy, but there's a bit of apple, so if you like rosy scent but nicely balanced, I would say it's something very feminine. It's a bit Lolita kind of a scent. Very delicate but not too strong on the, it's not a vintage rose, which I do appreciate. Some violet as well. If you like violet scent, it's very rare to have like a good violet because usually they're too opulent. This is really nice. That is called So Ambre, like this. I think this one, as I remember, is the one I think not for me, because I was expecting something like very ambery, you know, and I don't find this in there. I find it more, I don't know, there's an ingredient inside that is annoying me. I don't know if it's the geranium, because there's a bit of geranium inside. No, that's not for me. I prefer to be honest, you know, but like, I didn't like this one. Okay, oh, this one is one of my favorite too. This is called Iodé Marin, and this one is really unisex. So it smells like the fresh air from the sea, and I can tell you a story about that. Like, the first time I smelled it, I actually went a bit emotional. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I was actually really emotional because when I used to be a child, yeah, I used to be a child. I'm not a child anymore, okay? I used to go with, we were living in Brittany, okay, seaside, and I used to go with my parents in Quiberon, and there was a little boutique over there, and they were selling things from the sea, like decoration, games, books about animals living in the sea, fish and stuff. And I used to ask always like a book talking about fish or whales or dolphin or just the fish, you know, because I don't know, I love it sounds ridiculous, but when I was a child I wanted to be oceanologue, so anyway, and in the store it was really smelling like this, and I used to always scream to go to this store, and this was the smell of the store, like very seaside, marine. They used to have like fragrance in the store like that smells like salty, you know, very salty, and it really smells like that. It's very soothing, like if you want something marine, soothing, you would love this one. There's Kilim Patchouli Oriental. So this one I was like, oh, that's for me. I love Oriental fragrance, as you know, so maybe you don't know, whatever. This is also one of my favorite, just because it's very mysterious. It smells very Oriental. There's a touch of woods in there, like it's benjoin, bergamot, cedar, raspberry. I'm trying to make the translation, you know, it's difficult. There's a bit of tobacco, vetiver. You can really smell the vetiver. Again, I think it's very unisex, so very easy to approach, but I prefer the Hippie Patchouli Clair, but really, really nice. If you like Oriental fragrance, I would say have a little try, because this is really like a traditional Oriental for me. And then you have musk, and I love musky fragrance, and we don't usually know what musky is. Like people make confusion between musky, woody, and something that smells a bit intriguing, but musky normally should be something that smells cottony, clear, especially white musk. So it depends of which musk you're talking about. If you're talking about a white musk that smells cottony, clean, and you know, this peaceful type of fragrance. If we talk about the musk that is related more to the animals, like a brown musk or dark musk, then it will be like much more animalic. But this is something that should be forbidden now, because we're not allowed to take this from the animals. So yes, but this, if you like this clean white musk cottony feeling, you would adore this. I know a lot of people that love when they smell white musk just as an ingredient, loving it. It smells slightly sugary, but not too much. It smells clean and a touch of candid, and I can feel this is really intimistic. Like, you know, sometimes you just want to smell clean, fresh, and you just want to have your skin to smell something like this. And especially if you don't like to wear something quite opulent, this is beautiful. I wore this one for a day and I adored it as well. There's some white flowers. Okay, so there's cottony flower. Like I said, it's supposed to smell cottony. Ylang ylang, so it's quite like sunny as well, but all in sensuality, delicate, and I do really like that too. Oh la 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 la. Then there's Musk Original. So I think this one is that's what I explained to you. There's this white musk and something a bit darker musk, and I think this is a darker one. I think this one I didn't really like. I know it's nice actually. It's really, really nice. It's lovely actually, because there's more animalic notes that I can smell, and you can smell the iris, which is a powdery effect, so it's not that beastly animalic and you're gonna smell like a camel, you know. This has a touch of sugar, but musky is very sensual. This is slightly ambery. This was created in the 1980s apparently. I can see why. It's got a touch of cocoa from Chanel, but not as opulent. It's got a touch of that. This one I have is, oh la la, this one I didn't like, I remember. This is totally subjective, like don't take it in consideration at all, because this is called Vanilla, and I usually don't like vanilla fragrance by itself, just because for me it's a bit heady, and this is just me, like I just can't with vanilla. I used to have one that a mom gave to me, like it was Yves Rocher vanilla. I couldn't wear it because it was too much in the vanilla. But I have to say it's a nice vanilla. No, really, like their fragrance are really worth to try, because it's not a heady vanilla. There's something that balances in it, and I think it's caramel. Yeah, caramel, and there's a touch of tobacco. So if you like vanilla fragrances but you want it to be a bit more balanced, and this is really wearable by a man, I think on a man you will smell actually very sexy. Not on me. Do you know what it makes me think? Like a Francis Cœur des Gens, or even like the Merchant of Venice Crackly. It's good. It's really good. If you like Oud and something a bit more sweet, caramelized, you might like this actually. It's not going well on me, just because I can smell too much the vanilla, and I know it's gonna annoy me. I need to wear it more though, because it's beautiful. Do you know when you can recognize a fragrance is beautiful but you can't wear it by yourself? There's Aloe, which is Cocktail au beurre de mer. This is again something very salty, very marine. I do love that. I mean, it makes me think of Brittany. I think it's the scent of Brittany to me. There's a lot of orange, aromatic scent. It smells like cloudy as well. Vetiver. A bit of, oh, this is really nice. Very unisex. I would wear that too, but I actually don't know where I would wear it. It's a bit like it smells like the sea. If you love marine scent again, you're gonna be really happy with this. Then there's a really masculine one apparently, because it's called a 555, and this is something that's supposed to be tender but also very masculine. Yeah, this is nice. It's ambery, you've got a little bit of cinnamon, citrus, white musk, a bit of anise and spices, but at the same time it's not that crazy opulent, but it's like a delicate spicy, I would say. Very charming. I would eat that. This is really nice. I shouldn't say nice that much. It smells a bit like incense as well. If you like incense smell, you know, a bit mysterious, that's really nice. There's Encore, which is supposed to be a fresh. Again, a bit marine. It smells a bit greener. There's grapefruit, patchouli, romarin, cassis, cedar, jasmine, lavender. It smells like an eau de cologne, but an eau de cologne in a bit more spicier, if you see what I mean. Interesting. The fragrances are very nicely balanced, like I do really appreciate. And I feel there's a bit of, each of them's got a bit of a vintage vibe, like, because there's really this olfactory pyramid that I can smell, like all these citrusy are here, then you've got some flower, then some spice, and then you've got the woody trail. And I think they always respect this kind of, I don't know, ingredient. Oh, that's one of my favorites. So this one is called Alfred Café, and Le Bel Homme, and oh ouais, yeah, oh la la, oh la la. That's so good. That's amazing. That I would wear myself. It smells very masculine, but it smells like coffee in the morning. Oh, but there's a touch of bergamot to make it more citrusy. Tobacco, musk, moss, mint. It's a bit spicy, but like, yeah, like a dark cafe. Oh, that's super nice. And you can smell a lavender, so it's like the coffee but mixed with a bit of lavender freshness. I think they always like to bring a bit of aromatic in their fragrance, which is lovely because aromatic is not that often, to be honest. We really on the woody and sweet notes on the trend, and I think aromatic if you want something very unique. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. Okay, so I finished everything to talk about these fragrances. Again, I didn't say much about them because as you can see there was a lot, so I'm gonna talk about it more on my Instagram, so stay tuned. But I can tell you already that my favorite fragrance are definitely Hippie Patchouli Clair. Yeah, I love this. I love this so much. Do you know what? It makes me feel a bit of Angel or Alien from Thierry Mugler because of the praline. Beautiful. This is amazing. I do love Iodé, but I'm not sure I would wear it on a daily basis. I love the Patchouli Oriental, the Kilim. Kilim is beautiful. The Musk one is amazing. The Musk original one is amazing. The vanilla is great, but I wouldn't wear it. Aloe is great. The tender is very, and I think the cafe I do love too. So as you can tell, there's a lot of things I like, and I think this house, I'm actually like really happy to discover, because I can tell, like, I could tell straight away that there's quality into the composition of the ingredients, and there's really really a work and an inspiration behind. And when you smell it and read the little text that they have in the little book, you can picture that image. And this is what fragrance are for a bit of traveling and inspiration in your life, and associate your scent with the type of vibe you want to go for in the day, and that I do love. So really happy to have tried this. I think that's all for me. Yeah, stay tuned to my Instagram for a bit more of that. I'm gonna definitely wear today that Hippie Patchouli. Yeah, that's gonna be my, oh. I wanna cry, I'm so in love, I love this scent. And me being like, oh, patchouli, I'm not sure. Well, it's amazing. So patchouli lovers, please have a try. It really was the tries. Anyway, I will leave you here and I will see you soon. Bye now.